If you are a fan of Call of Duty, you might be a fan of the Modern Warfare games. And specifically, if you are a newer Call of Duty fan, Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 are your most recent games. But I've got some bad news for you, because it is very possible that Modern Warfare 4 might be canceled. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, that is what this video is all about, explaining where these leaks and rumors are coming from and what truth actually lies behind it, because there are several ways to look at this, some of which would mean very bad things for Call of Duty, and some might actually be a good thing. But let me first explain to you exactly what I'm talking about. So, first things first, this is an article on Game Rant. This article is titled, "Rumor Modern Warfare 4 Development is in Serious Trouble." There's only one paragraph I want to read from this, but it's as follows. According to Bob Network UK, he is someone that has had many Call of Duty leaks before. We've had them on our channel, on Twitter, things along those lines, who previously revealed when fans can expect Verdansk to return in Call of Duty Warzone. Development on Modern Warfare is currently at a standstill. The leaker claims that Infinity Ward is unhappy with both the narrative and the mechanics of the sequel, with Activision reportedly putting severe pressure on the studio as a whole. Bob also revealed numerous other details surrounding Modern Warfare 4, stating that the sequel is targeting a 2026 release and would feature remastered maps from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. All right, so what does this mean? So the first thing that probably came to your head when you saw the title, when you saw the thumbnail, was probably what we talked about 2 videos ago. 2 videos ago, I made a video talking about the sad state of the story of the Modern Warfare franchise. How Modern Warfare 2019 started being this amazing story, and by the time we got to Modern Warfare 3, it fell apart and is in shambles for many reasons. But the real trick and the reason behind that is because in Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, the game was written and developed by Infinity Ward. And then it was handed off to Sledgehammer to make their game. Honestly, I don't think Sledgehammer makes bad campaigns at all. However, they were handed another studio's baby and said, "Here, make this very quickly and try to make the story good." And as we know, that didn't turn out too well. Now, Infinity Ward has handed their baby back, now that it has been completely disheveled and torn apart, and has to try to piece together a narrative that is going to fit moving forward. Now, I want to be clear, I think Sledgehammer probably did the best they had with, number 1, the time they were given, and number 2, the story that they were given, because I truly believe the story as a whole was given to them by Infinity Ward, and probably there was supposed to be a lot more that happened with Makarov in Modern Warfare 3. He probably wasn't just supposed to run off into the distance. In fact, I probably think that is probably about the halfway point of that story. But as we know, that is not the case. So the narrative is in a there's big issues with it. It's essentially in shambles. But I think there's actually a bigger problem than that. I don't think the narrative is the biggest problem. They have really good writers. They can write their way out of a corner. We've seen it many times. A great example is going from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2. Frank Woods was dead at the end of Black Ops 1. He got brought back in Black Ops 2. And keep in mind, based off of the interview that I had with James C. Burns, in other words, the voice actor of Frank Woods on the weekend, he told us that, yeah, Frank Woods was supposed to be dead at the end of Black Ops 1. However, the writers came in and James C. Burns came in and they said, nope, we're going to bring him back and here's how we're going to do it. So they've written their way out of corners before, and here we are once again. So I don't think that's the biggest issue. I think the biggest issue with Modern Warfare 4 is actually Black Ops 6. As of right now, Black Ops 6 has been the biggest beta to ever launch. People are very excited about it, and it is very clearly not an Infinity Ward game. And what I mean by that is the biggest thing in Black Ops 6 is Omni Movement. Omni Movement is the biggest thing. And if I go over to Twitter here and show you what I'm talking about, we found out via Treyarch that Omni Movement in Black Ops 3 cannot be toggled off. It is not something that is a gimmick. It is something that'll be in the full launch of the game. Here is the exact statement.
One of those things is, can you toggle Omni Movement on and off? Can you turn on Omni Movement on? The answer is no. Omni Movement is a core foundational mechanic of the game. You cannot turn it off. But one of those things is,
there's no really but about that. The entire point of this is that, yes, Omni Movement is there and it is there to stay. They're implementing it into Warzone. Now, if you played the beta, I want you to comment on this. After you played the beta and you went back and played Modern Warfare 3, how weird did Call of Duty feel after that transition? Now, it wasn't completely broken or horrible, but it felt slow and it felt very, very different. Now, imagine playing Black Ops 6 for a year. And then, if the rumors are true, the year after that is said to be another Black Ops game that's essentially supposed to tie in the story together with the original Black Ops 2 taking place in 2025. So a kind of modern warfare Black Ops game, if you will. That's the rumor. We don't know that for sure. But I'm assuming if that's another Treyarch game, that is also going to have Omni Movement. If it's some other studio, probably will also have Omni Movement if it's related to Black Ops. So 2 years, you have Omni Movement built into your game. And then Modern Warfare 4 comes out in the year 2026. That's what the current rumor is. And then Omni Movement is gone. That could either be very good as a way to change up the game or completely detrimental and no one will want to play it. So if you were a developer like Infinity Ward, what do you do? Because do you really bank on the fact that Omni Movement is here to stay? What if people hate it? What if 6 months down the road, we are playing Black Ops 6 and everyone is just like, we can't do this. We can't do this Omni Movement thing. And then all of a sudden, Infinity Ward has developed their entire game around Omni Movement. Now what? It's no wonder they're built into a corner. But on top of that, I truly believe that Omni Movement should be here to stay. I like the feel of it. I think a lot of other people like the feel of it. And I think it'll only be refined and made better after moving forward, after the beta and so on and so forth. But as we also know, Infinity Ward is a very, very big fan of tactical gameplay. If we go back to Modern Warfare 2019, when that beta came out, the night vision and realism mode was a whole thing, which I couldn't stand whatsoever. They like really fast time to kills. They like larger style maps. With the shorter time to kills, there's less of a skill gap. It is way less arcadey. It is a much, much more tactical shooter than we have with Treyarch games. So for a studio that develops their Call of Duty games like that, for them to come in and be like, handed Omni Movement and say, you have to develop a game with this, that is going to be very, very difficult for that studio to do. And you know what I have noticed, if you don't know, I upload videos on my second channel daily that are me reacting to various different content creators, talking about Call of Duty, talking about other games, that kind of thing. Sometimes I upload games there, but I've been watching or trying to watch a wide variety of opinions on Black Ops 6. And I have seen a bunch of people say that indeed they do not like Black Ops 6 because it is too arcadey, it is not realistic enough, which I know is insane because you look at like Modern Warfare 2, for example, and see that game and you're like, okay, this needs to be realistic. And then you have Nicki Minaj.
The king will watch the queen conquer.
So yeah, I don't think by no means are we saying that Call of Duty or Modern Warfare is completely realistic, but it is a way more higher level of tactical shooter than we have with Black Ops. And part of me wonders whether or not with the next Infinity Ward game, we are going to see a revival of DMZ. Again, I don't know if that is a thing whatsoever. But if we do, would Omni Movement work in an extraction shooter like DMZ? I don't totally know, but I will say, if I was Infinity Ward, I would also be worried. I wouldn't know what the right thing to do is either, because you got to remember, Modern Warfare 2019 was a hugely successful game. And even though they made a bunch of horrible decisions in my eyes, like removing red dots from the minimap, slowing down their gameplay, going into Modern Warfare 2, completely slowing down the multiplayer, some people did like it. And I've said it before, I will say it again. There will never be a perfect Call of Duty game, ever. It just will never happen again. It's never happened, for that matter. And Omni Movement, I think, is going to be one of those things where either it unites the Call of Duty community or rips it apart. Because again, if we have this movement for 2 years and then it's gone, some people are just straight up not going to want to play that slower game. And so some people are going to be craving a different style of movement. So again, I just don't know what happens. And I think that is a much bigger deal than the actual narrative and story writing. Like, as you know, one of the main things I look at on the channel is the narrative and story writing. But I think there's enough good people working there that they can figure that out. I mean, Sledge couldn't with Modern Warfare 3, but we know what the problems were there. Anyway, just a short little aside before we end the video. I just wanted to say that one other rumor that came out of that we just looked at is that apparently in 2026, when Modern Warfare 4 does supposedly come, it is going to be filled with a bunch of remakes of Modern Warfare 3 maps. Not this Modern Warfare 3, but like the OG Modern Warfare 3. And we all kind of saw how that went with this version of Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version of Modern Warfare 3. It didn't go well. So I'm just really questioning the decision making of bringing that one back once again, especially when next year it is rumored that all of the maps are going to be remakes of Black Ops 2 maps. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how real those rumors are, but I will say they definitely do scare me. I just wanted to bring forth a video talking about the challenges going on with this development, and I want to hear what you guys think about all of this down in the comments. But for now, that's what we know about Modern Warfare 4. I know it's far away. I know it's the distant future, but I thought it was interesting. So there's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars.